Everybody, it's Linda Bell. Y'all, I'm looking at a book I ordered yesterday. I want to show you the book. I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. That symbol. I remember being in kindergarten and the teacher, she said we were supposed to be drawing stars. I think it was Christmas. And we're supposed to be drawing stars. And I drew that. And I remember her saying, that's the Star of David. That's not the right star. I was in kindergarten. I was in anyhow, I was with a reader yesterday, T and Tara, for a class on protection. And I had mentioned that I kept having the Saint Marie and Saint Teresa pop up, and I was like, what are we? I knew they were doing something, but that it had to deal with the hexagram. And this was the book I needed. She gave me the guidance I needed, because I had asked my guide, where are we going with this? I had asked, where are we going with the Saint Marie and the Saint Teresa? I had noticed the name and all, but the date of birth, but I knew there was something deeper. But she also mentioned one of my guides. Mentioned that he was a Merlin kind of figure. Y'all, I've been channeling stuff about Merlin figures for, I love that Fukr. Anyhow, when you ask for a sign and it's given to you. I have seen and experienced things that I can't explain. But I'm so damn grateful that when Spirit asked me, do you really want to know? And I said yes. That I had every illusion torn away. That we started on mine first. What I discovered, 3:25 on my timer. Y'all saw my look. I looked toward my tree. The amount of stress that I have been experiencing today, pain, has been tremendous. And it was when I went out to my tree and I was laying up under it and looking at the limbs and seeing how beautiful and how green, and I thought, my God, she's greener now than she has ever been. And I thought, everything going on with you. You've been hit by lightning, the woodpeckers, disease and whatnot. And I think this is the most beautiful she has ever looked, the most lush and the most green. And so big and beautiful. And I remembered last year, 444 on my timer. I had hired a company, allegedly, to come cut my yard. And the man was having trouble. was an addict. I did a reading for him. Well, later, I did one later, but his cousin come another time. He couldn't come, he was struggling. She was helping him and he was helping her. I introduced her to my tree, 522. Did a reading for her as well. She cried that day. She had asked my name so she could follow me on my account on here. And I told her, Lila and about. She started crying. I did not understand why at the time. I do now. Those smear campaigns are a terrible thing, especially when you meet the person you've been smearing. And I'm nothing like you said. I think what touched her more, though, I'm not sure, but I think my tree had a lot to do with it. There are times in our life that stick out more than others. Keep seeing that it says 12 lessons in the high magical arts. And I keep remembering about that collective reading I did yesterday. Mount Olympus. Mountains symbolize the spiritual mountain many of us climb. I have been so blessed. In my guides. And Spirit. Keeping their word to me. That every step of the way I had been told by Spirit, I will not abandon you. Believe in me. Will you trust me enough to take the first step with me? 12. Reminds me of the 12-step program people do. And I said yes. Thank you for confirmation. I cannot tell you how many times Spirit said, will you trust me? I had no reason to trust anybody. Will you take that step? Will you trust? Will you face your own shadows? Or are you going to walk that trail?